Hey everybody, so today I'm just gonna do like a chit chat get ready with me kind of thing. I have somewhere to go later today, so I figured I would just film while I'm getting ready. So I already prepped my skin with my strobe cream and my Maybelline primer. So next I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and I'm in the shade 110. This is honestly one of my favorite foundations. Just gonna dot that on my face and then blend it out. Ew, there's hair on that. But yeah, no, this is one of my favorite foundations. I've been using it for basically ever. But honestly, for a while, I could not find the right shade for me. Because I used to think that like I had pink undertones in my skin because my veins are blue and like every foundation matching thing I've read is like, oh, if you have like blue veins and this and that, like you're cool toned and you should be wearing pink toned foundations. But I've since learned that I have more yellow in my skin. Like I know in my face it doesn't look like it, but like my neck and like the rest of my body look more like yellow or like a little bit more on the neutral side. So finally decided to pick this up in the right shade for me. Next I'm going to do concealer, and honestly I use most of the same products in all my videos, so I'm not going to say what they are, but I'll list them in the description box below. Let's see. Oh, so did anyone else watch Saturday Night Live from this past weekend with Harry Styles? Because I really wanted to watch it, and of course I wasn't going to be awake for it because to be up early the next day for work. So I finally decided to watch the whole thing on demand, like the next day or whatever, and I thought it was funny. So I love One Direction, um, but I was never like the biggest fan of Harry. But I don't know, after watching his SNL episode, I'm like totally in love with him now. Like, and I liked his songs too. Like, um, I'm not really a fan, or like I didn't really listen to like his first solo album because it just didn't interest me. Like, it was, I don't know, it's like, it just seemed weird to me. I prefer country music. Um, I know most people hate it, but I love it. And then, like, I'll listen to the Rolling Stones, obviously. Um, so, like, I'll listen to them. I'll listen to the Beatles. I've been getting into Fleetwood Mac recently, which is um the band Stevie Nicks was in. Like, that's what I prefer to listen to. But I did like the two songs that I mean, the first one wasn't crazy about it, but I liked the second one he sang when he was like in the all red outfit. And then his skits were really funny. Oh, his monologue when he shaded Zayn, that was hilarious. His skits were funny. I think my favorite was the one where he was like working at the bread place. And then I actually went onto their Instagram like that day, like the day I had watched it, or like a day after too. And all the comments on their Instagram are the same comments or like descriptions that were from the show. It was really funny. But so I'm just gonna go in bronze. So yesterday during the middle of filming, I kept dropping my butter bronzer. I've been using the mirror on it because I don't know where I've been putting the other mirror I use. But so I kept dropping it, and now it's broken. I got this at Ulta over the summer because someone had got me like a gift card or whatever for when I had graduated, and the full price for this is $15. Like, excuse me? For a drugstore product, like, because this is at like Walmart and Target and CVS and all those different places, and it's $15. Like, no thank you. Like, yeah, it's amazing, it works fantastically, but unless like I get it as a gift or I have a gift card or whatever, I don't think I would buy the full price. Although, like, compared to like my Hoola bronzer, and I have a Tarte bronzer that I do like, but I got those as gifts too, but those are like $30. If anyone knows of like a good drugstore bronzer that is comparable to this and not as much, like, I love bronzer, but don't want to spend a lot. Like, I have to be on a budget now because of the student loans. So if I can get like makeup for like on sale, or like if there's any good drugstore products, like, I want to know. So I just did some baking powder under my eye. So next I'm gonna go and do my eyeshadow. I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics Fairy Lights palette. I did a review on it yesterday, like I filmed one yesterday. So if that's up already, I'll link it in the description below. But I'm gonna use some of the warmer tones in it, and there's not like a good transition shade for my skin tone in there, so I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer just in my crease for a transition shade. Okay, so has anyone else watched or been watching the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star series? So I watched all the episodes that have been put out so far, and like, I was excited for it. And like, when I watched the trailer, I was excited for it because the way, okay, this is just my opinion, no one come for me, no one drag me. And so from the way they made it seem, I thought it was gonna be like behind the scenes of the beauty community, you know, like, because if anyone knows like all that drama that went down with CHATTY and James Charles and all that good stuff, like, I knew they were filming during that. Like, they filmed for a whole year. First off, like, they have a year's worth of footage, okay? I'm just gonna go in with this brown shade here. Thought it was gonna be more like behind the scenes of the beauty community, you know? And I think like a lot of other people thought that too. And basically what this series ended up being was like a 6-part episode about the palette they came out with. And like, obviously, like, the palette was gonna be in there. Like, they were gonna show clips of all that and everything. But I personally think they focus too much on the palette. Like, I don't care about the drama. Like, I don't care about James Charles. I don't care about CHATTY. Like, although I do want CHATTY's new palette because it actually looks really pretty. But other than that, like, I don't care, you know? But, like, because they did a trailer for before the series came out, like, they showed someone like, they had someone breaking into their house and, like, they had to call 911. Like, I want to see that. Like, what happened with that? And I know he did a poll or whatever for, like, what people wanted to see, and I guess people wanted to see more, like, the business side, which is fine, like, but I feel like they could have done, like, two, like, there could be two separate series or whatever. Like, you could have, like, one series that's about, like, the drama in the beauty community, you know, and then another thing about, like, the business side of, like, owning a brand and, like, the cosmetics and, like, all that, you know. But they did, like, the 6 parts or whatever, and now they're ending it. Like, I guess there's only, like, one more video, but, like, give the people what they want, you know. Can't find the brush I want. Oh, that's too orange. I'm gonna go in with this dark brown shade down here. I know Shane did, like, an hour-long Instagram live. Did I watch it? No. Like, I don't have time. First off, I was at work, but I tried to, like, go back and watch the replay, but I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have 45 minutes of my life to waste watching that. Like, and then when I tried to find summaries, like, on Twitter or Instagram and, like, even, like, YouTube, like, because I know, like, some drama channels did videos on it, I felt like there wasn't, like, a real, like, clear, like, summary. But from what I understand, they're, like, ending the series in, like, one more episode. I think I'm gonna do a halo eye today. And because this isn't really a tutorial, I'm not gonna, like, explain what I'm doing. But I think, because recently I've been thinking about, like, halo eyes a lot rather than cut creases, so one of these days I'll put up a tutorial for halo eyes. Because they're actually really pretty, and I just forget to do them because we're lazy. Because honestly, like, I feel like it's a lot more work than, like, because I do have cut creases pretty much every day if I wear eyeshadow. But yeah, no, so, yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Shane Dawson series, because I don't know who's watched it or not, but be interested to know people's thoughts on that. Okay, this is not turning out the way I want it to, but when does it ever? So, I wouldn't say I'm, like, her biggest fan anymore. Like, I like her, but I'm not, like, crazy about her anymore. So, I used to love Kylie Jenner. Um, like, I still like her and everything, and, like, I got her lipsticks, like, a few months or whatever after they came out. I got one of them, and that was, when did those come out? Was it in 2015 or 2014? I was either in, like, my senior year of high school or my freshman year of college, I think. But so for, like, for, like, an early birthday present, I had my mom order me one of her lip kits, and so she got it for me. Great, fantastic. Love that. But and then so I still have that somewhere, and I used it a few weeks ago, and like perfectly fine condition. Like it still smells good because they smell like vanilla for anyone who has never tried one or anything. And so, and because the liquids can expire more easily than like a powder can, so you would know if it was wrong. Um, and so like I went to use it a few weeks ago, and so that was like the first lip kit I got, and then like my sophomore year of college, for one of my Christmas presents, well, I asked for a bunch of Kylie cosmetics that year. Okay, but so one of the things I asked for was one of the single liquid lips, the individual ones, because the color that I wanted, they were all out of stock of in the lip kit. And so that's what I got for one of the things I got for Christmas that year was one of the individual lipsticks. And so I went to wear it. It's all dried out. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because the one that I, like the first one I ever got, like a year or two before, still in perfect condition, like still liquidy, like still applies great and everything. This one, like it still smells fine, but like it's all crusty, like I had to scrape and everything to even try to get anything out of it. So I don't know what happened with that, like, because that one was one of my favorites at one point too, so I don't know if I just like used it too much and it's just, it maybe it was empty, I don't know, haven't touched her lipsticks in years, but don't know if it was just because it was individual, so I don't know if it's just because I had used it so much, um, and I'm just gonna go in with a shimmery shade from here. So the reason I don't really use Kylie cosmetics anymore, like I know I've used a few for lipsticks, and like I love her blush. I like the highlighters I have from her, but I don't really like the lipsticks anymore, and that's because like, well, first off they're matte, so they dry down, and they're actually pretty drying on the lips. My lips get all crusty after I use them, but also like I prefer like a bullet lipstick, like normal lipsticks that we're used to. But I also prefer lip glosses a lot more too. And speaking of her, so she, was it 2 days ago? However long ago, she I read somewhere she sold 51% of her brand to Coty, which is like, I don't know if it's like a corporation or what, but like basically they own like a bunch of brands, like um where I work, because we sell perfumes, like the Gucci is a Coty brand, Burberry, Chloe, Calvin Klein, like those. I know Coty owns all of them, but and now that means she doesn't own the brand anymore. And I know that because I took a finance class in college, and that was one of the things we learned. If someone has more than like 50% in stocks in a brand, they basically own it now. So I know, like, I read somewhere that she's gonna like still be like in charge of like creative processes and whatever, and like that's whatever, like, good for you, but you don't own the company anymore. It's technically not yours, just your name is slapped on it. I think it was like a money hungry move, but you can get better stuff for way cheaper. Literally, I know this was like a big thing, like when it first came out, and I was like, oh no, like that's not true or whatever, but honestly, a lot of her stuff is just ColourPop products, or like ColourPop quality with her name slapped on it. And that's my opinion, that's what I think. Okay, so there's the eyes done. It'll look better when I put lashes on, because I'm at the point where I'll do like any kind of makeup look, and it could be like the simplest look too, just wiping off my bake. Like I'll just do like the most simplest look, and I'll hate it until I put my false lashes on. Okay, so I found my blush. It was in my purse. But what was I saying? So this brush is clean. So I do like my liquid products, like my mascara and my eyebrow gel, and then I do my false lashes last, because the setting spray that I use at the end, like it'll wet it. It'll make it re-wet, and like I'm afraid it'll ruin the lashes. So, and I know there are like some people who don't like the look of false lashes, or they don't know how to do them or whatever, and that's fine. Like, you don't need false lashes to look good or to complete a makeup look. I wear them, and it took me a while to learn how to wear them too. It took a lot of trial and error with like getting, like, sizing them right, knowing how to trim them, and then like learning how to put them on correctly and weight and all that stuff. Like, it takes a while to learn. I don't know if it's because I wear them so often or what, but a big reason for why I wear them, even with like my basic makeup looks, is because I just don't like how my eyelashes look with just mascara. Okay, so I just did a lot of the boring stuff off camera. So I did my setting spray, my eyebrows, mascara, and then just a little bit of eyeliner. Just because that's boring, it's repetitive, it's simple. I think everyone knows how to do it. Next I'm gonna go in with lashes. Today I'm gonna use the Kiss Lash Couture in the style Lacy. The only thing I don't like about these lashes so far are when because I wore them yesterday for the first time, when I was trying to get them out of the thing, because for those of you who don't wear false lashes or whatever, so they usually come in a thing like this. Holding it's so weird, but usually they're like pre-glued on to this thing right here, and so you have to like gently like get them off. And a lot of the lash hair, like the little things, whatever the heck lashes are made out of, was like coming out or like being pulled off, which was kind of weird. I've never had that happen before, where so much of it was. So I don't know if I just did it wrong that time, or if that's something that happens with these lashes or what. But if you buy these, just be careful of that. I hate filling in my eyebrows lately, because this is embarrassing, but I have not gotten my eyebrows done since March. Did the math the other day. It's been 8 months. Which is, a really long time. Thankfully, it's today the day I'm filming this. I'm getting them waxed tonight, which I need desperately. And I've gone a little while. Like when I was in college, I would go a while without getting my eyebrows done because I didn't want to. It was an hour, like from where I went to school to home, and even though where I get my eyebrows done, it's like 5 minutes down the road for me. Like just to come home for just that wasn't worth it. So, like there were times I wouldn't get my eyebrows done from like the end of August or September to like winter break, which was in December, and then I would go like winter break to spring break without getting them done. And then, because I'm not in college anymore, the last time I got them done was when I was home for spring break, which was in March. So it's been 8 months. And like I had, because I graduated in May, so like I had like over the summer and like everything to get them done. But I would just forget to keep making the appointment for it. And then there was one time, like I had made an appointment for it, but then they asked me to pick up a shift one day at work. So, and I couldn't say no because I needed the extra money. So yeah, so I'm finally getting them waxed tonight. Thank God I need it. Now I'm just gonna go in and do little touch-ups to my face. So I like to add more bronzer. Oh, so I've been using, what is that? Starbucks notification. Okay. So I got this off of Ulta. It's the Morphe and Jeffree Star setting spray. It's supposed to smell like strawberries or whatever, which it does, and I think I raved about it in one of my earlier videos. But lately, I don't know what's been going on with it, but and because I ordered it on the Ulta website instead of getting it in the store, so I don't know if like that's the issue or what. But so I'll spray it, and at first, like the initial spray, it'll smell like strawberry. Great, just great. I'm just gonna add a little bit of Hoola bronzer on top of that. I'll spray it and then I'll go to fan my face, and it just smells like it's gone off. Like it's really weird. Like it doesn't smell right. Like the strawberry scent lasts for like 2 seconds and then it just disappears and it smells gross. Like it smells fine in the cap, and then I can't really smell anything left on the nozzle, which is whatever, but you know, it just smells weird. So I don't know, like, if maybe I just got an old one. Like, I don't know if it's just old because it was sitting in a warehouse for so long. I don't know if this is what happens with it or what. Just going in with more highlighter. But, I don't know. And, like, there's no expiration date on this, from what I can see. You know, there's no expiration date. So, I don't know what that's about. If anyone has it and has had a similar experience, or if theirs doesn't smell like that, or I sound like I'm like insane or whatever, please let me know, because like I wanted to love it because it smells so good. And I don't know, I was gonna leave the lower lash line bare, but I'm just gonna add the tiniest little bit of this brown, oh, you can't even see that, of this little brown shade right here. I'm gonna lightly run that under my eyes. I'm gonna just go into the lips. I think I'm just gonna do lip gloss. So, I used this yesterday because I got it 2 days ago. It's from Rimmel London. The lip gloss called Stay Glossy Up to 6 Hour Shine Lip Gloss. And it's in the shade Bare Minimum. It's really pretty. When I bought it at the store, I was like, oh my god, this looks different from anything I have. Because I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but they go out and they buy lip glosses and lipsticks. And they're like, oh no, I don't have this color in my collection. I don't have this color. And then you get home and you compare it to all your lipsticks, and it's the exact same. It's the exact same color. Oh my god, I can't talk. And then I got home because I couldn't swatch it because I was at Walmart. I wasn't gonna be one of those nasty people. Cause, well, so when I was at Walmart looking in the makeup section, I was looking at different lipsticks, and I just wanted to open them just to see what the color looks like, because you never know what it's gonna look like. Because they don't have testers, which I think they need to. I swear, every single lipstick that I opened that was not sealed was used. It had scratches, and they're like, people at Walmart don't care. They're like, do not realize what you're doing. But anyways, um, so I was like, oh, I don't have anything like this. I'm gonna get it. And then I got home, I swatched it, and on my hand, it looks like everything else I own. And with this, now I do like it, but you have to layer it up a little bit just to get some color from it. Um, and it smells like baby powder, which really is not pleasant, but for like $2, it's okay. No, I would buy it again. It's probably my new favorite lip gloss. Like, it's not sticky on the lips. And it lasts for a lip gloss, which is surprising. Okay. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Thanks for getting ready with me. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed, and let me know what you want to see next time.